The domestic season may have only ended a couple of days ago, but there's no rest for the wicked, and the powers that be at Arsenal will already be hard at work ahead of the summer transfer window. New sporting director Andrea Berta will be keen to prove his worth as soon as possible by making the right additions to get the club over the line in the Premier League and maybe even the Champions League next year. However, the Italian will need to get his skates on, as the last few weeks have seen Liverpool making significant moves in the market, with the seemingly imminent signing of Florian Wirtz being the most impressive signal of intent. Fortunately, if reports are to be believed, the Gunners are now looking at another high-profile international who could be their answer to the German star. Arsenal looking at former Premier League forward. With this summer feeling like the most important since Arteta's appointment in 2019, there have unsurprisingly been a slew of incredible players linked with Arsenal in recent weeks, such as Nico Williams and Jamie Gittins. The former has been a target for the Gunners for over a year now and has a release clause worth around £50 million in his current contract, which may well prove to be value for money, as in 45 games for Athletic Bilbao this season. He has scored 11 goals and provided 7 assists. Likewise, Gittins has enjoyed a pretty impressive season with Borussia Dortmund this year, scoring 12 goals and providing 5 assists in 48 games and could be available for about £46 million. However, for a player to be Arteta and co.'s answer to Wirtz, they've got to be seriously special and capable of changing games for the team, someone like Julian Alvarez. According to a recent report from Spanish outlet Marca, Arsenal are among a number of clubs keen on the Atletico Madrid star. In fact, while the likes of Liverpool and Barcelona are credited with an interest in the Argentine, the report makes it clear that the Gunners are currently leading the pack and are now the strongest bidder for his services. While no price is mentioned in the report, he reportedly has a £126 million release clause, but this might prove a tad steep. It would be a complicated and costly transfer to get over the line, but given Alvarez's immense ability, it is one worth fighting for, especially as he could be Arsenal's answer to Wirtz. Alvarez could be Arsenal's answer to Wirtz. The first thing to clear up is that, yes, both players primarily play in different positions, with Alvarez generally starting up top and Wirtz in midfield, but both players have proven themselves to be quite versatile. The former Manchester City star has played off the right and left, as a second striker, and even in midfield a number of times in his career. Likewise, the soon-to-be Liverpool star has made appearances as a second striker, and winger before. On top of this, even though the Atleti star is more of a goal scorer than the German, he has also proven himself to be a creative outlet. For example, according to FBref, the 25-year-old, who has the ability to change games out of nowhere, per analyst Ben Mattinson, sits in the top 2% of forwards in Europe's top 5 leagues for shot-creating actions from live passes, the top 5% for passes completed, the top 6% for passes into the penalty area, and more, all per 90. Finally, and this is perhaps the most crucial similarity of them all, the Chalchon-born superstar has proven he is capable of becoming a team's most important and talismanic attacker. In his first season with Atleti, with the pressure of a big price tag hanging over him, the world-class forward, as dubbed by City content creator its LB, has scored 29 goals and provided 7 assists in 54 games, which is an average of a goal involvement every 1.5 games. Ultimately, if Liverpool are going to sign Wirtz this summer, Arsenal need to make their own statement addition to their attack, and Alvarez looks to be the perfect candidate.